Yeah, it's true. Exploit tax. Exploit tax to reduce our... Yeah, we were going to do it anyway. What do you guys reckon? Drop the massive exploit here? That might be the play, to physically hurt our tax income. There's a slim chance we could do it a second time if we do it now, before we abandon our stuff, so let's do it. That's massive, and that might go down by like a ducat, I'm not sure. It barely went down at all, which obviously meant that was worth doing. What's up, lads? You're with Budget Monk and welcome to a new video. So as you saw in that clip of my live stream, guys, I was able to exploit development of Riga for over 1,200 ducats. I think that's personally the largest I've ever done, and crazy. And I want to break down the reasons why that Riga specifically is so good at exploiting. You can see here that it costs 200 ducats of income. That's what is generated at the cost of one base tax, which will of course reduce my tax income over time. So I'm in a little cheesing game here as usual with console commands to make short work of this. And the mission develop our city. This is what does it, okay? So this is old news. Most people know this, they get it. This is basically what makes Riga so powerful at playing tall. And as you can see, it requires you to have less than 6 provinces. Now, if you look at the reward down the bottom, it will actually go away retroactively if you expand. But that is inside of Europe. So you can have colonial activities in North Africa, whatever, and it will remain. Asia, anything like that you can colonize. Now, with that being said, you need to have 3 stability. That is one of the requirements. And on that topic, you gain extra papal influence from your devotion. Also, your government type gives you clergy equilibrium. So even if it's not that difficult to get this over 80 equilibrium, and even when you seize, you're still over 60, okay? Giving you yearly papal influence here. And I recommend maxing relations with the Pope. When your rulers pass away, you can take a papal protege, giving you 10 papal influence, and you do not lose stability on ruler deaths, okay? But the reason I'm talking about papal influence is because you can boost your stability from papal influence. So one thing to keep in mind to help you do that mission. And you also need a temple or a cathedral, which you access from this one. That's quite easy to pass, or at least early. A marketplace, workshop, and barracks. Now, workshop and barracks are locked behind Tech 6, okay, which requires you to get 2 technologies. There's no real way to do that really quickly. It just takes time, and that is this mission in a nutshell, is just time, okay? Once you do that, you achieve this, it gives you 11 development, as you can see. I just want to throw it out there that this mission, if you haven't completed this, which is basically to deal with the Livonian Order, then this mission makes you so powerful, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with this, okay? And that will give you another 10 development. I'm just throwing it out there. So collectively combined, they give you 21 development, but that's not all. That's chump change because of the flat modifiers that it gives you. So most people know Riga absolutely broken. You can see the ones down the bottom, 20 land force limit, 6,000 manpower. In the middle, we've got sailor force limit, sailors, goods produced, trade power. We've got reduced, increased defensiveness, lower fort maintenance. We've got 60 yearly tax income. That's the major one we're going to be talking about. 10 equilibrium to all estates. Absolutely massive. Let's go ahead and drop this, and then we're going to give it the end of the month so everything updates here. And you'll see that we're just making FU money now off one province, and 30 force limit, 37 fleet available. Now, mind you, this is a strong province, guys, but you can see we are astronomically powerful. There's literally nothing going for us apart from that. And lo and behold, if we go to exploit, it has gone from 200 to 1,130. But the reason why this is the case, because you have this yearly tax income modifier, right? So divided by 12 is your monthly tax income. That's one of the major reasons our income was increased by so much. We've got the cathedral here giving us 60% more, for example, and other modifiers from reforms and so on. Now, let's say you're the emperor, though, for example. The emperor gets a base of increased yearly tax, and they can increase it here, for example, by 26, but they do not increase the money exploited from provinces, right? Because it's more of a country modifier, just a general bonus to your country. The thing about this is it is magic money, but it is specifically tied to the province of Riga. So you can see that the province of Riga is where the money comes from. And it's kind of hilarious, guys, because ordinarily, not only would it cost you tax income over time if you exploit dev, but it would also reduce the amount dramatically that the exploitation gives you. In this case, the 60 yearly tax income is going to remain the same no matter what, right? Meaning you will always get massive amounts of money. Just to reiterate, we get at least 10 more development from missions. We could always, I pushed the Renaissance here, and that's about it, guys, and got that mission. You can always get agendas to give you +1 development, right, to construct a new building available, that sort of thing, a manufactory, etc. And honestly, we can expand infrastructure once and then again at 50. I mean, this is honestly not that expensive. That's without prosperity or even the burgers. We're dealing with this penalty, guys, so we could get 20% off this. So this is honestly not that expensive to dev, but just outstanding. And that's what makes it so OP, guys, is that it is tied to the province. It's always going to be juiced. Just for the record, we can get 9,000 sailors or 8,000 manpower. Both remarkable, but nothing compares to the flat money there. So the question I wanted to ask you guys, there are so many OP nations now with missions. The missions are so elaborate. I struggle to keep up the different government types and so on. I wanted to ask you guys, is there a better nation? Do you know a better nation for exploiting, specifically exploiting? Are there modifiers from the Ottoman mission tree, for example, to Constantinople or Istanbul, specifically given to the province, which therefore makes the OP modifier come from the province that is comparable to this or better? I would love to know in the comments down below. Either way, guys, I think I have a video on Riga coming where we do an impossible start type of thing. Hope you enjoy that, and thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope this benefited you in some way. Have fun if you're going to play Riga, and I'll see you in another video.